With Randy Cobb with the Greensboro Sports Council. Just finished up the TIMCO Invitational Tournament seedings and pairings, and looks like it's going to be another good tournament this year. Got some good competition up near the top and some teams in the middle. Around the bottom, it might surprise a few people too.
Yeah, it looks like to be a balanced event this year. We thought so to begin with, but we really did after we got we send out questionnaires to the individual schools, to the athletic directors, and the spacing from 1 to 8 is as tight this year as it's ever been.
And you look at the ones up toward the top, see both Page teams in that top slot, and with the Page young ladies having gone to the state championship game last year, and the young men from Page being unbeaten so far, and a lot of talent among that team. Both those teams should be good representatives for the #1 seeds.
Oh, they sure do. They surely should be. And without a doubt, they deserve to be the #1 seed in both. But hey, Greensboro Days no slouch either. They've got some athletes over there too.
And maybe it might be a chance for someone to kind of knock Greensboro Day off the perch. They've been up toward the top for quite a few years, and sometimes change is good. Sometimes it's interesting too. If you were to see a Page versus Greensboro Day men's and women's final, that probably would fill the place up.
Oh yeah, it would. And yeah, it's always good to have some competitive balance.
And you got a good kid like Paris Key back too for her senior year, who I think she's been the MVP all the way back in some of her early days.
Yes, she has. A tremendous athlete, going to do great at the next level, and we're glad to have her here one more year.
Talk about the intricacies of this operation, how you put all this together and get ready for the tournament. So much is done prior to the tournament. I guess it's like going to a ball game. You got the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Once the banner's done, everybody's pretty much ready to play. With you guys, once you get all the days leading up to the tournament behind you and the games get here, that's the easy part. Sometimes just get to the games.
Yeah, and it's not, many people say you start the day after. That's not true. You've already started the year before for the following year. As a matter of fact, we have co-chairman, but it's really a chairman, assistant chairman type situation. That person's being groomed a year out, and other people who are committee chairmen are being groomed up. So yeah, we're already planning for next year already.
And Randy Cobb is with us. He's in charge of the Greensboro Sports Council. Kind of become a good spokesman for this. You started working with this several years ago and kind of worked your way up and kind of become like Donna Moore was a few years back. You kind of become the elder statesman for the operation here. But like you say, you've got co-chairman. You pretty much need co-chairman because there's so much to be done to make this thing work.
Oh yeah, and it's just not. Yeah, I guess that's what I got. Elder guy. I guess I have been around for a while, but and we got so many people here were organized that came through the JCs and the organization of the GGO that did this, and many of us who went through that organization rolled into this, and a lot of that same structure is the same from what it was in those times. You have a chairman, you have chairmanships, and you have lead men, and you have the go all the way up to the team chairman, and a lot of that is still the same.
Talk about the layout this year. Going to be going, I think, the day after Christmas is always pretty much that's been the regular norm. I think that's going to be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, making that a 3-day event the last 3 days of the week this year.
Yeah, I think it works perfect. Yeah, I mean, because people are in for the holidays. After Christmas Day, you have some downtime before New Year's, and being a Thursday, Friday, Saturday like that, I think it works perfect for us this year. We only have one conflict with football, with Carolina being over there right on the 28th, but this year I think it fits perfect, and it's always a challenge. People say, well, you can just fit it in any time. You can't. You have North Carolina High School Athletic Association rules whereby you only play 3 events in 1 week. You can't play on Sundays. Then we have restrictions with the Coliseum because they have a big event here with Duke, UNC. They have a big wrestling event. So, we've got a narrow window which to work this, but this year that narrow window fits perfect.
And you look at your trips probably to the war room the next several days and the weeks leading up to the tournament. What's left to be done now? We're just about 2 weeks away, 2 weeks out.
Well, right now we got to button down our last sponsorship. We got to get our money in. We got to get ads in. We got to get our program printed. That thing goes out this Thursday. It goes to the printer. We got to get those type of things done. And operationally, we got to get up to speed. We've been doing a lot of time involved in marketing and sales. Now we're into operations very hard. As a matter of fact, we have meetings at 7:30 tomorrow morning on operations and operations only.
Keeping it going with the Greensboro Sports Council, the TIMCO Invitational. And this is what, year 38 this year?
Yes, sir. 38.
This maybe goes back a long way, back to the early days, back when Bill Chambers, who coaches, I guess, the Northern Guilford Nighthawk men, back when he was a coach, maybe close to his playing days in this, maybe years ago.
Yeah, and as many people know, this was a spinoff of the old Big Four. We had it as a Little Four and expanded to 8 teams, and it's worked out fantastic.
Randy, good job on your part. Thanks for taking time to talk to us. Congratulations on what happened so far, but a lot of work left to be done. Stay fit, stay healthy, keep up the good work.
Thank you, Andy, and thanks for all you do and for your viewers and listeners.